Hello, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss another method of DB2 SQL, which is char. So char method is mainly used to convert any other data type into character. Okay, but like this thing we have already covered in RPGLE sessions. But what is the difference between the DB2 char function and the normal, like how we can take the advantage of this SQL function, right? So before we discuss this example, let me show you the table on which we are going to use this data type function. So I'm running one query here. Select star from Sharmit1, which is my library name, and my file name is emp. So here you can see that we have noted down some data here for a test purpose, and there are 5 columns. First one is first name, last name, age, salary, and country. So if you check the data type of all of these columns, there are two data type is there, like integer, and other is of type character. So two column is of integer type. Now what is the requirement of char function? So let's say if you wanted to access this column in your SQLRPGLE program, but as character, as we know that this is the integer type, but there is a requirement where we are going to process this data as a character. So how to do that? So for that we can use char method, and I have created one program here in SQLRPGLE. So I will walk you through this. So what we are doing here, first of all, we are declaring one constant name as SQL state underscore valid. So this thing we will use to verify the query whether it is executed properly or not. And then we have two variable here, emp age and output. So I have created emp age variable as type character because from the query itself we are going to fetch the data as a character type. Okay, there is no need to convert anything in program. We will directly fetch the data in terms of character. Then the second variable is of output, which is also of character type 30. Then what we are doing, we are setting the commitment control as star none. It is not needed in this example because uh, we are going to just read the data. We are not doing any modification. So it is up to you. If you would like to keep it, you can. Otherwise you can skip this part. Then we are using the main query. So in main query, what we are doing, we are executing the SQL select, and this is the method char. The syntax is quite simple. You just need to write char, and inside parenthesis you can pass the variable name which you want to convert. So what we are doing, we are fetching this data from the table in terms of character directly from the query itself. We are not going to convert anything after fetching the data. We are at the time of fetching the data itself, we are converting it to character. Then we are taking it into a host variable, and this is my host variable started with the colon emp age, and this data is coming from Sharmit1 slash emp, where Sharmit1 is my library name and emp is my table name. Fetch first row only. For now we are just going to fetch the data for the first row only. After this, what we are doing, we are checking for the SQL state, and if it is okay, then we will build one. Then we are building the string, and this is the main purpose why we have converted it to character, because we want to concatenate it with some string which is employee age. So what I did, I just write employee age colon as a string, and then I am concatenating my employee age with this string, and then we are printing the output. So this is the whole sole purpose of converting this employee age into character. Same thing we can do with SQL RPGLE built-in function also, but here what we are doing, we are just directly converting it from the query itself. We are not doing any other modification, right? In case of query is not executed successfully, then we will print the SQL state and error message, query ended with an error, and then we are setting the INLR equals to star on. Okay, so let's compile it. So I'm compiling this program and calling this. So you can see we got the output as employee age colon 25. Okay, so this is how we can utilize this char function with DB2 SQL query and in SQL RPGLE. So syntax is quite simple. You just need to write char, and inside parentheses you can pass your field name. Same thing if you would like to use here, you can use on SQL part also. Just write select star from Sharmit1 slash emp, then press F4. Let me check with this. Yeah, here I will show you. Select star from Sharmit1 slash emp, then press F4 and here select the field. Let's say if I want to convert this integer into character, so I will select this, and if I remove this asterisk and put char here, so what it will do, it will convert this column into character. Okay, so just write it like this and hit enter. So now this column is fetched in terms as a character. Okay, so on SQL means here on DB2 directly you can use this function. Okay, so yeah, that's all for the session. I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.